Another Inside of Ties, episode 79. And yesterday, well, you can go and look at yesterday's video. I went to a local sneaker shop, The Vault, and checked out the redesign of the store. And it was pretty dope. But you can look at that video. You know what? I'll put it right here. So you can click that drop down and check it out. But it's a busy, big week in sneakers. I did not a lot of writing, but I did more business writing this week. And so this week is going to be a lot of information for you guys that are really into the possibility of getting jobs in the sneaker world, because that's what ultimately we all want to become, either bosses or we want to work in certain jobs in the sneaker world because we love the sneaker industry so much. But this is the deal. This week we got 3 big topics, and I hope you guys are able to follow along with me and understand what's happening. This is a real AHN episode where I'm not only addressing what was written by me on the site, but also by Taib of House of Kicks. So this is the Art Times House of Kicks episode, and the first thing we're starting with is to win like 96. So you see my mouse moving over here. Taib took the time to create a math formula to predict how many pairs of the Win Like 96 shoes would be releasing this year. Now, typically, I would do a should you buy the flip and just talk about the idea of doing it. Now, remember, I'm just like you guys. I'm not telling you to go out and flip shoes and stuff like that, but some of us want to sell shoes, and there's nothing wrong with that. If people want to sell them, then so be it. But if you think you're going to sell this shoe and make money, none of the Jordan 11s that released this year would be shoes that I would recommend to try and flip. In other words, after looking through Taib's article on how many shoes would be available, he discovered that the 2014, the Legend Blue, had 963,000. The 72 and 10 had 1 million. I know for a fact that over 500,000 Space Jam sold last year in the first week. So more than likely that was another million or so that sold for Nike. But get this. If the prediction and the math is right, you're talking over 1 million pair of the Win Like 96 that will be available. In other words, should you buy the flip? Hockey sticks, no, yo. Don't do it. I mean, if you do, you get a discount. You're a Nike employee or something, then go for it. Do you? You know what I'm saying? But don't pay over retail for these shoes, man. All right, next topic is one that affects the entire market, and nobody's ever happy to report on this kind of stuff. Shiekh is filing for bankruptcy protection. This happened with the Sports Authority a few years back. And as we know, with the Sports Authority, it reverberated throughout the entire sneaker industry, and it affected it for over 3 years. I mean, we've just gotten beyond the downfall of the Sports Authority. But the Sports Authority is a much bigger company than Shiekh. That doesn't lessen the importance of losing Shiekh as a retailer. Now, bankruptcy protection does not mean that the store is disappearing right away. They owe Nike $16 million. $16 million. I think that's the number. I'm pretty positive about that. But what happens here is we have to start considering the fact that when Nike began moving into DTC, I wrote a couple of articles about it that discuss how e-commerce was shaped initially, and now we see how it's being affected in brick and mortar stores. So it's a really interesting thing. The article is obviously right here, and it's down here in the description, so you can click on it and read that article. But if you guys are really into the numbers of this, man, and the business aspects, then you definitely need to read the article, because I don't see this being a last time thing. As I wrote in this post, I said Sheikh's bankruptcy is the first of the small chains. I mean that. I can see other chains being affected. And we know it already started because DTLR and Sneaker Villa merged. Now, that article is in the body of the description article as well. So that's good information for you guys to read and learn. Now, the final thing I'm talking about is Amazon Cash. I don't know if you guys know about Amazon. Obviously, if you follow the station, you've seen the video that I did on why I closed a $500,000 store. Obviously, I'm regretting that big time because it was so much money involved in it. But at the same time, I'm trying to build something independent of platforms that are third party where I have no control. Amazon Cash is going to hurt if it pulls off what it's capable of doing, it's going to hurt a lot of mom and pop stores that are around uh, poor neighborhoods. But it's a very interesting thing. What you can do now is take your phone, if you find a product, if you don't have a credit card and you're not banking with someone, you can go to your Boost. This is not a Boost phone. You can go to your Boost outlet, or you can go to a 7-Eleven outlet, and you can pay for the item by scanning the barcode. The person will be able to scan the barcode, and you'll be able to pay for your item, and they'll ship it to you. That eliminates the need for those people who are not with a bank to need a bank to shop on Amazon. And you need to read the article. It's in the description to understand exactly what I'm saying, but it's pretty big. It's pretty important. Now I'm putting it in on sneakers, but this is big for the entire shopping industry. So it's something to keep an eye on. That's it. I know this was more of an educational Insider Ties, but you guys roll with me, man, and I'm glad you guys like looking at this kind of stuff. I appreciate the new subscribers, and anybody have any questions, hit me. That's it. See you guys next week.